Ahoy and welcome to this Narrowboat adventure. So today I need to tell you some information that is probably going to affect the videos going forward, and I don't know, I just feel like I haven't been entirely honest. Not for a lack of wanting to. I've tried to make this video several times and it's just not come out quite how I wanted it to. And I apologise here, there's a little bit of background noise if you can hear that. We've kind of had a bit of a tough time this year so far. Kind of earlier in the year, we're kind of getting through the worst of it now. Everything's kind of getting back on track. But because the things that have happened are kind of affecting what's going to be happening going forward, I kind of need to let you know. So first of all, kind of an oil spill update. So as you've probably seen in the last couple of moving videos, we're going towards Brentford. Well, we're in Brentford now, and the reason for that is that we're going to be going out onto the Thames. We were going to be doing this anyway, but we're doing it a bit earlier than we were, because with the oil spill, we found that it has eroded away the blacking on our waterline that we had only done about 6 months ago. I don't know if this has been an issue for everybody. It might just have been because our blacking was particularly fresh. I'm not sure, but whatever has happened is now the blacking is literally just disintegrated down to the silver primer that we'd put on, and thank goodness we had, because otherwise we'd have masses of rust all around the waterline by now. We didn't realise this quite at first. It took us until we were in Paddington, where the water was a little bit lower, and so we've had to kind of figure out what we're going to do about that. It was kind of whether or not we were going to go out to the Thames and let the boat get in the tide and then rush out and paint around the waterline while the tide was out. But we've kind of gone ahead and we've booked ourselves into a marina, and we're going to repaint the bottom of the boat. Of course, I'm not going to make another video about that because I only did that video about 6 months ago. But it's not ideal. And the other piece of bad news that we've had is that while I was away travelling, my partner moved the boat, and Seb ran out of time. He'd planned to move a little bit further, and he ran out of time and had to go to do some work, and stopped in Victoria Park, and had planned to carry on moving the next day, and came back that evening from the work he was doing to find that we'd been burgled. They robbed 8 boats that night. If anybody is in London, I think you probably already heard this, but I would avoid Victoria Park. They did manage to break both of our front and back door, so that's been quite expensive to fix, but it is fixed and it's much stronger than it was before. But yeah, that's been a bit of a difficulty. Squeak is fine. We lost her for about 9 hours. And then we looked on other boats. The community was actually fantastic during this time. There was people who took like a day off work to come and help us look for Squeak. People came and helped us fix in the door very quickly. And so that I can be very thankful for. But yeah, we looked for Squeak for a long time, and eventually she turned up in one of the other boats that had been robbed, in one of their drawers that they'd already checked that boat and thought that she wasn't in there. She just hid really well. Squeak now, it's been like a couple of months since this all happened. She's much better. She's actually incredibly confident at the minute. On our last move, we usually let her out just to sort of sit on the bow, and she jumped onto the roof and she was walking down the gunnels. So we're keeping her inside during movements for the moment, and we're going to be getting her a little cat life jacket. So that's kind of all the bad news that I've been sort of struggling to kind of figure out how I should tell you guys, and what information I really feel comfortable giving you, because obviously this is a public forum. I don't want to tell you all of the information, and of course I promised you some good news, and the good news is that I'm going to be starting a book club with you this summer. I'll give you more information about that next week, and I hope you come back to have a look at that. Later today we are going to a book launch, and that is going to be, I think, part or all of the video of next week. Don't worry, it is still to do with boating. All will be revealed. It's kind of an exciting project I've had in mind for a while, but I wasn't quite sure if it was going to come off, and I didn't want to be one of those people that talks about things ages before they happen. So yes, book club starting next week. Let me know in the comments if you are interested. Thank you so much for watching, and I hopefully will see you with some better news next week. And yeah, I just felt like I owed you guys an explanation, because I feel like my upload schedule's been a bit kind of all over the place. I haven't been uploading regularly on Sundays. I mean, last week went up on a Wednesday, and it's just that I've been having to work a lot to kind of recoup some money, and then also having to deal with all of these other things that have been going wrong, that things need fixing for, and we've had to move the boat a lot in days that we weren't expecting to. And I suppose not only that, but like, it's just like other things have happened as well in my personal life. I really badly injured my knee for a little while just after I got back from my trip, and so I was taken out for about 4 or 5 days not being able to walk then, and so I lost a bit of money on that. It's like lots of little bits and bobs that I just feel like if I'm not honest with you, this is just not going to work. So I wanted to come clean and just be straightforward. But yes, things are looking up, and hopefully this will be the take that we use. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day. Bye.